So, Caitlin Clark was on NBC tonight, and I'm not going to lie, I could make a 45-minute video talking about different parts of this. And this is me, so it's going to be 4 10-minute videos or 4 8-minute videos. Unfortunately, well, that's the best way I can do it. People are a lot more likely to watch short 8-minute videos than they are to watch a 40-minute long one. So anyway, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark on NBC. And this is, for me, the most important thing that she was saying. Because, by the way, there are some players who what they're saying means more when it comes to CBA negotiations than others. Absolutely. Stewie, Nneka, Stewie, Nneka, Fee, what they say means more than what Caitlin Clark says. Duh. And by the way, if you guys don't know, Nneka Nwumeke, basically. And so the weird thing is, like, people have lumped her in with Fee, when in terms of her communication, she's way closer to Stewie. Like, Nneka Nwumeke is basically saying they're going to do whatever they can to have, like, they basically, she's implied they know there needs to be a season. And I think anyone smart knows there needs to be a season. Like, if there's no season, like, they're fucked. Anyone who with a brain knows they're fucked. But let's take a listen to what Caitlin Clark has said.
Has ever seen. Looking forward into the future, what would you like to see happen as you come to a negotiation?
Well, honestly, I don't think it's just a big moment for the WNBA. I think all of women's sports, I think this is one of the biggest moments we've ever had. So,
look, I don't think it has anything to do with, I don't think it's going to change anything in women's sports. And we've seen it with the NWSL. Like, the NWSL nearly lost their biggest player because of what has happened right now. Because let's be real, like, I wonder what would happen to the WNBA if, hypothetically, Project B offered Caitlin Clark $15 million to not play in the WNBA, which is basically the Trinity Rodman situation. Their max salary was $350K, but they're paying Trinity Rodman $2 million because she was offered $2 million to go play in Europe. So I wonder what would happen in that scenario. But the NWSL literally tore up their salary cap. They tore up their CBA. They tore up everything in order to get her to stay, which means nothing because it doesn't change how players are playing the league. It just literally said they made an exception to keep Trinity Rodman there.
So, I feel very confident that we're going to get something done, and that's because we're in this moment because of the product we put on the floor, so we need to be able to continue to do that, and I know everybody's working really hard. There's a meeting tomorrow that's super important, and I truly do believe we're going to get something done here in the next couple of weeks, but like you said, I mean, there's a lot of boxes that we still need to check. We've added two new teams. I mean, there's going to be more players than ever, and then we have to get into free agency, then have a normal draft as well, so there's a lot of things left to do, but I really do feel confident that both sides are going to reach a deal here soon.
Yeah, draft slated for April 13th, but the growth of the league has been so much. I mean, can you just help us to understand the transition this league is going on right now?
I mean, it's incredible, and I remember my first WNBA game when I was a young girl. I went to the Minnesota Lynx when they had their dynasty with Maya Moore, and they were playing the Seattle Storm, and now basically any arena you go to, it's sold out. We're adding 2 teams. We're up to 14 now, and then hopefully getting to 18 in the next couple of years. So, business is booming, and that's a really good thing, and we kind of just got to keep meeting the moment. The talent's getting better and better. You see it at the college level coming into the professional game, too. So,
and she's not wrong. Like, we've seen it in the fact is like, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. There were no 2019 rookies that were All-Stars, if I'm not mistaken. 2019 WNBA All-Stars. And there were 3 rookies. There's been 5 rookies the last 2 years that have been All-Stars. Like, the rookies were there. There was no rookie All-Stars in 2019. Fee, I think, was a reserve by the looks of things. She came in as a reserve. But like that made it that weren't an injury reserve. 2018, Aja, in fairness. 2017, that was the Kelsey Plum year. I don't think anyone I don't even know who was rookie of the year. That year. I don't think it was I don't think there was a rookie of the year. There was a rookie in it that year, 2016. There was no All-Star game. Oh, because it was an Olympic year. 2015, was Jewel Lloyd an All-Star? No. 2014. Who was the 2014 All-Star? Was Shawnee Schimmel an All-Star in 2014? Shawnee Schimmel was an all-star starter as a rookie in 2014 and then lasted 4 years in her career. That is... Wait. Shawnee Schimmel started an all-star game despite the fact that she was coming off the bench and averaged 8.3 points per game. Jesus Christ, this league was a piss take. This was a piss take back in the day. But that being said, like, the talent coming through is better. And talent coming through is absolutely better. And the fact is that she has basically come out and said that she's confident that something's going to get done and they're going to come to an agreement the next few weeks is important. That is really important because you have basically got the Unrivaled players. The Unrivaled players coming out there and saying that we're good to stay. We're good. We don't need the league. We don't want... Basically, we don't want a league. We'll stay here. We'll stay here. What about those other 150 players that are not in Unrivaled? Fuck them. Fuck them. They have their Project B. It's like, what about the players that aren't in Project B? Oh, they can go play overseas. It's like, there's about 10 players playing overseas that make more than a livable wage for a prolonged period of time. Fuck them. Like, that's basically the attitude of the Unrivaled players is there everybody else in the league can figure it out. We're fine. It is, like, it's mental. I just think all around it's mental. But Caitlin Clark, again, coming out and being positive and saying that she thinks that something's going to happen is so important. Like, I don't think people realize how important that is for not only like the players involved in the league, not only the league itself, but the kind of the fans, because it's, I mean this when I say this, like, the players in this, a lot of the players in this league only care about the fans that were there pre-2023. But it's the fans that have come in since 2024 that are the reason why they're going to be making millions of dollars. But they only seem to care about the fans that will show up to Unrivaled but don't give a damn. Don't give a damn necessarily about anything. I won't even watch it on TV. That, like, and I mean this when I say this, and this is the one thing that the WNBA, I think, have done a really bad job on. They have hitched their wagon to the people that support women's sports for the sake of it. Not people that are legitimate fans of sports, that see the product that's going on in the WNBA, in college basketball, whether it be in Unrivaled, in any other sport, and became actually interested in it. Like, we saw an uptake with, like, the Lionesses in England, English women's football. Even if you see it, like, the Barcelona women's team, when they're selling out El Clasico, you're seeing just a natural increase in that because people are getting excited about the games. There's a big difference between that fan base, which is what these players in college are accumulating, true basketball fans that are getting involved with these players because there's better storylines. It appears there's more defense being played. The players seem to play harder. They care more about the regular season. There's all of these things. That they are true sports fans. And for the league to grow, they need to stop shunning sports fans in favor of the people that are, for lack of a better word, fake sports fans. They might be fans of these players as individuals, and they might show up to watch in Philadelphia, but the fake sports fans that are like, that don't actually know anything about the sports and just where everyone watches women's sports and, you know, stan the NWSL players and stan random WNBA players in the past. They're not the ones staying up till midnight Eastern time when their favorite team is playing on a West Coast road trip. Every single day they're on a West Coast road trip. They're not the ones that are in the trenches that will be watching their team play no matter what. They're not the ones that will make sure as hell that their kids are excited to go watch these games on a Friday night. They're not the fathers and mothers that are excited to bring their young kids, male or female, to these games to watch a big basketball game because they're going to get excited in the sports. Those fans, realistically, are the ones that are, for lack of a better word, they're performative fans. They will tweet. They will they will talk about respecting women's sports when the reality is they don't watch these games. But yeah, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. I do think that Caitlin Clark's word means more than any player not on the executive committee. Let's be real. I don't think she's going to be at the meeting, but you better believe Caitlin saying she thinks something's going to be done is matters. It matters. Anyway, see you guys.